why does everything want to go to hell when I'm getting my life together? Now the world is in chaos. The world is in Armageddon, and I'm trying to get my...
The world is in chaos, but you know, as Black people, we adapt and move on. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the greatest show on earth, the Ant Money Experience, with the greatest host on earth, Sir King Ant Money, the greatest. How y'all doing this evening? I hope everybody is having a great week. The weather finally starting to cooperate, and the ladies is showing up and showing out. It is going to be a time. But if you are here right now, you are also here for the unofficial start of the weekend. Hope y'all got some plans. It is Easter weekend. If you celebrate, happy early Easter in advance. But hope everybody enjoys their time if you celebrate like myself. But also, if you are here right now, you are watching one of the most dangerous podcast network in the world, the Big Exclusive Network. If you got a podcast idea, your podcast needs a home, or you just want your podcast broadcast on a bigger platform, make sure you hit up the winning team, man. But before we go any further, a message from our sponsors. Now, make sure you like, subscribe, and share the network. Somebody asked me the other day about my hot seat episode. If you want to check that out, make sure you get that exclusive subscription as well. Only going to cost you a humble $4.99 a month. I know y'all got it, man. Although gas is higher than giraffe ass, you're not going to regret that $4.99. We got some exclusive content coming for that ass. What up, Matt? Glad to have you here this evening. Also, if you would like to be a co-host on the Ant Money Experience, make sure you inbox or DM the boy. And ladies, you know what to do to get to the front. Also, if you would like your initiative, your business, you just want to spread your message, make sure you hit me up and you could be a part of my spotlight segment. What up, bro? Before I go any further, I want to send a rest in peace shout out to my boy Byron's mom. Man, this lady is amazing. She fought cancer. I mean, the doctors gave her months. She lived like another 10 years. I really had the utmost respect for how this lady fought through all of that. You couldn't tell because every time you saw her, she had a smile on her face. But rest in peace, ma'am, and my prayers go out to my guy Byron's family. Now, Rel, you sure the fuck cannot promote your business up here. That's what we not going to do. But without further ado, producer, bring my co-host up for this evening. My guy, what up, though?
What's up, man? How you doing? What's up, my brother?
Glad to have you back. We had a time last week. I didn't get a chance to clip up that episode, but I'm going to clip that episode along with this one because it was some funny shit that went down. And we got some more funny shit that's going to go down tonight.
Going down. I'm ready.
But with that being said, producer, let's jump into that if it bleeds and leads. And bro, first of all, don't ever call me shorty again because for one, I'm taller than you. For two, I'm not your bitch. But producer, my first topic, please.
But why do people from Philly look like that? Like brotherly love, yes, good people, good-hearted people. But why y'all be looking like that? Like, I'm not trying to start no East Coast beef, no New York, Philly beef, but it's like y'all look like the wind blows harder. there or something. I don't know. Or like your water treatment facilities are very strong, or maybe they're not strong enough. It's something. I'm sorry, I really am. I hate to do this to my Philly brothers, but why don't the beards connect? Why don't nobody from Philly beard connects? That's very strange to me. Is it cultural? I'm not trying to come. If it's cultural, my bad. But like I said, beautiful people. But there's just a layer of like, it's something. It's just, I'm sorry though. Assalamu alaikum, my brothers. I'm sorry.
Now, Playboy is another brother with a connecting beard. How did you feel when you saw that?
I was cracking up. It's funny, man, but I don't know. Maybe people just don't need a beard but try to grow beards. I don't know. But we known for beards, though. We're not known for having niggas with beards who don't connect. We're known for beards.
So when she said it, I was like, what? She did seem like she was whoa, she definitely had a 5 o'clock shadow. Now, I feel like when people want to say stuff like that, even if that's the message you want to spread, it got to be the right messenger. Because you're not going to come up here with your little Richard hairstyle and talk shit about the city. Yo, it was a lot going on with her. I was just like, nah, you're not the one. I don't think you could say that, ma'am.
Listen.
And where you from with the little flip though? That little flip was pissing me off because she was talking and it was just a. I know that was a thing a couple years ago, but I ain't seen nobody try to pull that off.
I don't even think she's being Philly, to be honest. She don't look like she's even being Philly, to be honest.
Now, what it could be, because I actually got in a physical altercation a couple weeks ago, because this young man was mad that I checked his Philly card. I pulled out my ID, sir. My license says Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He pulled out a license and it said Camden, New Jersey. We are not the same, brother.
He was trying to say from Philly?
He was trying to say he was from Philly and he got mad and we got in a physical altercation. But yo, for that young lady, she definitely had that rooster. The young lady with the Richard, I get it, Little Richard and the rooster producer, drop it.
Man, sit your dumb ass down and shut.
But with that being said, producer, my next topic, please.
A heads up for drivers this morning. Beginning today, you will be fined $51 if you're caught blocking SEPTA trolley lanes. Newly installed artificial intelligence cameras are being used to catch the violators, and the Philadelphia Parking Authority will then review the violations detected by the cameras. SEPTA already uses similar technology on its buses to find drivers who park in bus lanes.
I just want to say that young lady that does Action News, Ariana, I forget how you say it. That is a fine woman right there. Holla at me. But how do you feel about the AI cameras on buses? Now, I know that they do it for people that are blocking bus lanes, and also people now that are blocking trolley trays. How do you feel about that, though?
I just want to know, where does the money go to? Does the money improve the streets? Does it improve any type of traffic? Does it improve the highways? Like, there's no way that they're using the money on the streets in Philadelphia.
Now, along that note, I saw a proposal. What up, Mondell? I saw a proposal that they are about to add an extra dollar to car sharing services, and that dollar is supposed to go to schools. How do you feel about that as well?
If it goes to schools, great. But once again, I'm pretty sure it's something they can take $1 from now and improve schools. Like, it's not, they didn't. It's a lot of money. The tickets, the city makes a lot of money just from tickets.
Yeah, like the Broad Street speed cam. I got hit with I got hit with one of them speed and Broad Street tickets.
And it goes up. They make thousands and they make hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. I'm pretty sure I didn't look up the number, but I know they make millions every year.
You know what? I just thought about something. Them motherfuckers got me.
What happened?
Now, I won't say the reason why I have an issue getting my mail, but they had me out for a boot notice for 3 tickets. One was a parking ticket. The second one was the speeding violation on Broad Street. The third one was a speeding violation on the boulevard.
You got
I
three.
paid that ticket for. Say that again.
If you got 3 moving tickets, that qualify you for the boot list.
Well, one of them was a parking ticket for expired meter.
I don't know. You playing amongst them lines, so I don't know.
So also, I paid that moving violation on Broad Street, and they charged me again for it. And actually, they put tax on it, but I can't afford to be on the boot list, so they got that $400 out of me that day. But they got me.
No, you can always fight that. You gotta have your receipts, and it's not even nothing to fight. It's gonna take one day down there, and you'll get reimbursed, or they'll put something can happen. Like they definitely take care of you. You go down there. You gotta do it in person though.
Yeah, I don't want to fight that battle. But also, you are absolutely right. The property value is supposed to go towards schools, but honestly, they be capping. There's a lot of stuff that's supposed to go towards schools that don't be going, but y'all got that one. Y'all got that Sherelle
I, I
County.
I have seen a lot of new schools in the last 5 to 10 years though.
They also closing down like 22 schools in the next 4 years.
A lot of old schools, but it is a lot of new. I don't know the names, but like I went to a couple of high school female games, basketball games.
Okay.
A lot of different schools that I never heard of, never seen before. None of our family. It's a lot of new schools though, for sure. But
That's a good thing because a lot of these buildings are old. And I know I went to Alany, and I know Alany was around, I think it was established in like 1904, and it had like a lot of problems when I graduated in 2005. I know they had like a bad asbestos problem,
yes.
and it was bad. So I definitely, if they're building new schools and that's why they shutting schools down, I respect it. But Sherelle, I'm fighting for you, black woman, but you're not making it easy. But also, with you being one of the biggest party promoters in the city, the
Hey,
state is actually proposing a 4 a.m. open notice for clubs in Philly due to the fact that there are a lot of historic events coming to Philly this summer, and they want people to be able to enjoy the festivities after these events take place. Now, how do you feel about that 4 a.m. proposal?
all right. So was it? I just need some clarification. Is it just for like? Are they trying to make this permanent in the city forever, or is it just for those?
Now, what they saying is for the summer, and I'm not exactly sure too much how too much further is going to go beyond that, because I know for a little while we had an open containment law where you could consume alcohol in the streets without any issues during COVID, which they let that rock for like a couple years and then they took
Yeah,
it
they
away.
did. Uh-huh.
Honestly, I think this might be a situation where they might see how things go, and depending on how things go, they might let it rock. Because I mean, crimes don't always happen at these type of establishments, because I believe in Chicago has like a four, it's a state or a city with a very high murder rate that has a 4 a.m. closure, and it doesn't affect anything crime wise. It is not the crime isn't happening there, it's happening
Yeah,
in other places.
it's
But
just business wise. Of course, it's going to be great. It just depends how it go. Like, just think about how the city is at 2 o'clock. If the city really just starts stopping at 4 a.m., it can make the city back to the fun vibes it used to be, or it can turn it back to, it can get wild. Like it's, drinking from, I'll be real. Someone drinking from 1 to 4 o'clock. Hey, something's going to, hopefully they go home afterwards. Something's going to happen. So
hopefully they
business
just go
wise,
home.
is yes, for club owners and all that, I understand. But just for the city wise, just thinking, hey man, I don't know. I hope it worked, but I really don't know.
I hope it works, but I'm planning on being an entire minister this summer, so I hope that is a good thing. When that being said, whoa, the way I left it, this producer, my next topic, please.
Yeah, I don't
This
want
father is
to.
going viral after he confesses to engaging in gay foreplay when he was down on his luck, couldn't work due to a bad back, and his disabled son was in the hospital. He says he did what any man would do for his kids, doesn't care about judgment. Now, what were you? What were your thoughts when you saw this?
I was highly upset. I don't have any jokes. I listen, man. I don't want to get ignorant, say the wrong things, but my daughter wouldn't even want me to do that. So it's like my own child won't want me to do that. So that's just not the answer for me.
Listen. John Q didn't do that.
Yeah, I was going to think, yo, I should have said it before you. Oh my God, I missed my line. I should have said it. I was about to say, yo, John Q was not thinking about doing none of that with his, listen, not even nowhere near it. So,
listen,
nah.
I understand the mentality of wanting to do anything for your child. I will do anything for love, but I won't do that.
Nah,
first of all, I'm not gonna hold you. Love my daughter to death, but if it's gonna come down for some GHEY for play, sorry, baby girl. See you at the crossroads. You won't be lonely. Because, dog, you got Uber Eats, DoorDash, Lyft. You didn't see it. You didn't see any of it. You went straight to that. And the crazy part. Say that again.
No, he could just go do anything. Like that's not the answer. That's not the answer. There's no way that was the answer. There's no way.
I've had people deliver my Uber food on mopeds. There's no way in the world that you needed extra money. And like I understand needing extra money, especially in the climate that we in. But for you to go that far, it definitely ain't no coming back for that. His baby mom was probably like,
ever.
I mean, I've had my daughter mom walking the strip before I ever did that. You know what? Everybody has had moments where they were down on their luck. I promise you.
Yeah.
Telling myself to women never even crossed my mind. Let alone, dog, you had some issues and you wanted to experience and you just trying to use this as an excuse. But
yeah, it's like, what about borrowing money? What about, and how much did he make? He paid all the bills with his shenanigans? Like what happened?
I for sure would have been robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Yeah, like I'm cool. Where you was living at? You couldn't sell it or not pay your rent that month? I don't.
Dog, you could have went outside and sold waters, selling waters for my disabled son.
He could have went to the churches. He could have went to the news before this made the news. He could have just went to the news and asked for help or something. Like he had
dog, I've sent money to GoFundMe's for less.
All right.
But for you trying to get that off that you doing this for your son, you're a crumb bum.
You're a crumb creep. I want to fight you. But you don't have the courage. You're a real crumb bum.
That's freaky frog.
Bulls on his ass, all right.
But with that being said, producer, my next topic, please. Shout out to Miss Grand Thailand. When I tell you, That is probably the top 3 clips that I seen. Is what was your thoughts when you saw her carrying on stage like that?
I was cracking up because I didn't know what was going on there for. I thought it was like a skit or something. I realized that was the real pageant thing, and it was a vibe though. Did she win? Because that's the only thing. She the
I
only
didn't
person
read that far
I don't
into
think
it.
she won, but all I see is her though.
Now, I did some investigation because I thought that when it said Thailand at first, I'm like, Then I read into it. No, it was a beauty contest, I believe, for women.
Yeah.
Everything appeared to be for women, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I do love a goofy girl, but when they that goofy, it's a little alarming because that's the kind of goofy where they don't stop playing. They gonna laugh and joke all the time.
And she was
Remember,
super too. Like she wasn't. I mean, she was working, so she about.
I remember a young lady. We was getting hot and heavy. We sitting there. We about to get to it, and she started making faces and making jokes. Yo, I'm goofy myself. I'm not trying to laugh and joke right now. When they that goofy, they kind of be a pain in
I like the
the
silly
ass.
ones, man. I like the
But
silly. Man. You got to be silly all day. I like it.
but I thought that was absolute funny. Like one of the biggest moments of your life, and you up there getting it like you about to bust out in a breakdance.
It
I
worked.
thought
All I
that was
see is her. I haven't seen no other name, no other contestant. It worked. All you see is
it
her.
for sure. Her OnlyFans, yo. I'm not an OnlyFans type of guy, but I know for sure that I might have,
Fans,
if
man.
I was into that, I'd have slid up. You know what? You look like you'd be entertaining.
Listen,
And also, the owner of OnlyFans passed away from cancer last week. Apparently, he purchased the company from a company in Germany and made it into what it ended up being. And a lot of people don't know OnlyFans was around for a while. I
mm-hmm.
remember seeing a couple like Instagram models post their OnlyFans. I didn't know what it was, but these Instagram models were also corn take out the C and put a P stars. So I always thought that it was just that type
It
of
was
thing. And I
around.
was
We
like,
just
I
didn't
ain't
know.
paying for that.
They start using it for something different. That's all. And
Yeah, because I know that Cardi B actually had an endorsement with OnlyFans and she wasn't showing stuff. It started off as being able to have exclusive access
it was
to
photographers
celebrities.
at that time. It was photographers and chefs and all types of stuff. And then it's
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, I respect the entrepreneur. Somebody looked at that and was like, "Oh, I could do something else with this." But
just
this
like
is
all of
actually
this
the
shit.
yo, what up, Brian? Peace, good brother. But also, along with what we were just talking about as far as OnlyFans, producer, my next topic, please. Twitter turned 20 and the timeline is crying and laughing over throwback tweets. Now you can take that down, producer. Now, Playboy, were you a fan of Twitter, which is now known as X?
Yeah, I had Twitter. I used to like Twitter. I used to love Twitter. I used to be on Twitter more than I was on any other social for about 3 years.
Oh, Twitter was definitely a time. I don't quite like what it turned into. It didn't hold up like the test of time, but Twitter was all. I mean, I still pop in, look on Twitter, and find a good topic here or there. But do you have a favorite Twitter moment?
Uh, Mine's more of a sad one. I just remember a lot of people I used to communicate on Twitter with Twitter was people through different neighborhoods that just ain't here no more. So, like I used to use my Twitter to see old pictures of people who I'm not in contact with no more. That's what my Twitter had turned into.
Oh, Ron actually, we was thinking just to like Kanye and Meek are some of my favorite people on Twitter. They've had legendary Twitter rants, and I love it because it wasn't no stopping them. They
You said
was just going to keep
favorite,
going. Say that again.
you said Meek was your favorite Twitter tweeter of all time.
Oh, for sure. Meek when he used to be on his perk rants. Oh, golden. Cause it'd be like, Meek, what the fuck are you talking about? He
Oh,
used to
matter of fact,
embarrass himself, and I was always here for it.
when
I would
Gucci
come
was
to
a
work and they'd be like,
I
yo, what's up with your boy Meek Mill? He from a different side of Philly, dog.
get to the chat.
But Kanye definitely had some legendary Twitter rants. Also, unpopular opinion, my third favorite Twitter star is President Donald Trump. Oh, his first term, I don't know what it is. It might be the excessive amounts of water that I drink throughout the day, but I always go to the bathroom. I always gotta pee at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I would get up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, go pee and check Twitter because Trump would be up tweeting at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, yo, when the fuck do he sleep?
He used to be going off.
Oh
This before he was
man.
president too. Trump used to be going off.
He used to be going off. And I'm like, dog, you gotta be ready for your briefings in the morning. Like, dog, what Trump, the way he would go off and the stuff that he would spat out is hilarious. And he do Truth Social, which I never got into, but Trump still be dropping some fire tweets on Twitter. You would catch him every once in a while.
Who got the most followed Twitter account or most followed X account?
I don't know offhand. That's a good question. I don't know that one offhand. Actually, we got the internet. We could actually answer this question right now. But Twitter now has turned into Pornhub, honestly.
Yeah. Every time I go to X, if somebody send me a link to a free something weird or a goddamn scam. So that's the only time I don't be on X anymore. It's a wrap for me.
Yeah, it's definitely a wreck. Oh, that doesn't surprise me. The person with the most followers is Elon Musk.
Elon.
Yeah, I mean that absolutely doesn't follow me.
Hold on.
Elon Musk has 237 million. Barack Obama has 119 million. Donald Trump has 110 million. And some Indian guy that I don't know. And to round out the top five, Ronaldo has 106 million.
He got to be. I think he got the most on Instagram. Ronaldo.
For real?
I believe.
I think that's
he top 3 on Instagram.
That's so random. I mean, I get it that he's a star athlete throughout the world, and I know soccer isn't as popular here, but for him to be in the top 5 is wild to me, and top 3 on Instagram is kind of wild to me as well. But with that being said, hands down, my favorite video of the week, producer, play my next clip, please.
Nice enough to offer, we might have forced her into this, but she is going to show me her signature move. It's called a suplex. I'm so nervous. All right. Also, Kennedy's 5'11"?
Yeah.
I'm 5'11", so let's try this.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
How does this work? Okay.
So
What do I do?
Tie up on me.
I'm so nervous.
Okay, it's okay. Just breathe. All right, here we go.
Amazing. I don't think I can be a wrestler.
Yeah.
The way I laughed at this, and people know that I'm a goofball, so what I love is that people send me funny videos all day. If I don't check, like a lot of times, we get lit on the weekends, so I might not check my Instagram account or my DMs until like Monday. Yeah. I'll have like 20 people sent me stuff, but multiple messages was within those 20. I got this sent to me about 3 or 4 times, and I watched it every time somebody sent it to me. The way she went backwards, I was like, did she break her neck?
Listen, she's lucky to not seriously get hurt though. Like she really slammed it. Yeah. He should have did that. Yeah, she almost killed that girl.
No, put me in like a headlock or something. Something I could just go.
But she
Let
asked
me
for
go.
it though. She slammed her. She didn't even land on her back. She slammed her, and she still landed like on her front. Like she slammed the shot at that girl, man.
And the lady was like, I guess the case that she had her microphone connected to that broke. I'm like, you lucky that's all that broke.
Yeah, you lucky a fucking microphone, bro. Like she almost killed that girl, man. No, I was cracking up when I seen that. I seen it before it was one of the subjects. I was cracking the fuck up. That was too much.
But not too much sports related going on right now. The Raiders made a signing, Kirk Cousins. Shout out to Kirk Cousins as a player.
You seen his stat? You seen what he did?
No.
He got 10 or 12 straight years with a guaranteed contract. Kirk Cousins, he got 10. The joint he just signed made it a 10th or the 12th straight year with a guaranteed contract. That's crazy.
And all the Commanders had to do was sign him once. They franchised him about 3 or 4 years in a row, and the franchise tag just kept increasing. And then when he went to another team, they gave him a guarantee, and he just been running around robbing the NFL without a gun and a mask.
10 years.
And I completely respect it. Get your money, man.
10 years straight. That is crazy.
And I saw him this past offseason. He was doing some commentating. So that means that he's already shown what he's going to be doing after this. And I mean, yo, I completely respect the person that runs around. And I remember Andre Iguodala got $80 million from the 76ers and did nothing after that.
No, it's crazy.
I mean,
he kind of worked into his contract though.
And you know what? The crazy thing is Kirk Cousins actually lives a very humble life. Mm-hmm. I remember when he was playing out here in DC, he used to drive around in his minivan, and the minivan was old as shit. It was like a minivan, like one of them weird two-tone panel joints with the little staircase on the back. And he said that it was the van that I believe his grandparents or his parents used to drive him to all his games in. So he said he just always did what he had to do to keep it in shape that he could drive to all his games. And I completely respected the way he's done with his money. Listen, man, much respect.
Smart as hell.
Yeah. But also in other sports related news, Tiger Woods does it again. No, not win the Masters. He got another DUI. And actually, before I set up for the show tonight, I saw the arrest video, and the cops took him out. He was a little like, you could tell that he was not himself. And they reached in his pocket. He said, they pulled the pills out of his pocket and was like this. He said, those are narcos. They was like, yeah, Tiger, gotta get in the truck, sir.
I ain't seen the video.
But I mean, I don't wish for anybody's downfall, and I actually want Tiger to get it together and make a strong comeback. Apparently, he's checked himself into some kind of rehabilitation program. Nothing but the best of luck. Even though he don't completely claim us, I never wish on the downfall of black men, unless you did some grape shit in your lifetime. But shout out to Tiger. I hope you get it together. And
Tiger Woods is rich enough to have someone sit in the car and drive him wherever he need to go, man.
For sure. I mean, come on, dog. I think we all can be
come on.
No, I definitely don't wish the best for R. Kelly. Sorry. Thanks for the slaps, but nah. But definitely hope Tiger gets it together, man, and just not going to end if it bleeds and leads on a somber note ever. With that being said, producer, play my favorite funny video of the week.
Oh shit, Chuck's little girl. Oh shit, sorry.
Two right here or one like in
Two ways.
Oh, I was expecting something.
So 3 weeks from now, I will be going on a cruise. So that following week, we will not be doing the Ant Money experience. But I do want my cousin and family members that will be on this cruise to know we're doing this, and we will be turning that into a drinking game. Also, to my friends, when we figure out what we doing vacation wise this summer, do know we will be playing this game, and do know there will be repercussions if you are scared when it is your turn. I think that we're both safe on. Yeah, I definitely want to be safe on that boat because, like the intro said, why would the world want to go to shit when I get my life together? But bro, please, please. But I think that was funny. The little girl was my favorite. The little girl and the cop for sure. The cop definitely was funny, but the little girl, she's
The little girl what made me thought it was script. All of them was funny, but when I seen the little girl, that's the one that made me feel like it was scripted though.
You know, the only reason why I kind of thought that, but also I know some little kids that's about that action.
True.
I definitely know some little kids
But
that's about that
like
action.
no one else walked up. Like the other little boy, he was already like but it's funny though. When we go on
Yeah,
vacation,
you
I do
know
want to do
what?
that.
Sometimes when stuff be funny, I don't even bother to look into the details. Speaking of funny stuff, I couldn't bring this on a podcast because it was too long of a clip. But did you get a chance to see Drewski dressed up as the white conservative woman?
Did you see what Trump just said?
Yeah, the fact that that reached Donald Trump is hilarious to me. That
Go to the
means
top.
that it means that it did what it was supposed to do.
Going to the top.
And you know, I noticed that a lot of whiter people have been upset when he dresses up as a white guy, but I mean, it's funny. And I
He
don't
is
think that
I don't think a lot of them knew that. He is mixed.
I mean, I don't even think that really matters because I take Drewski to be an equal opportunist. I've seen him do skits about being in prison. I've seen him do the
Oh,
NASCAR skit. I've seen him do the skit about pastors. Now that one about pastors had people upset, but I've seen him make skits about
down from
right. I mean, Drewski, what up, Scooty? Drewski has no picks. He comes up with an idea and he acts on the idea. I think that the outrage is selective, and I mean, y'all been making fun of us for decades.
But he is mixed though. That's why he's posting his grandpa. His grandfather is a white man.
I mean, honestly, that mattered to me none. And I think it's funny, and Drewski is definitely one of my favorite Instagram comedians, and I'm actually surprised he hasn't started to dip into doing movies. Or somebody actually said something that made a lot of sense. Drewski needs a variety comedy show because what he's doing is basically delivering skits, but the capacity that he's delivering these skits, he could have a variety show. And
the one thing people not knowing, Drewski is one of them rare dudes who actually own. Drewski making real millions right now, not just views. He owned like all that could have been. It's really his. It's not someone else's. Like it's really his. So like he make more of a like when he do his little could have been tour shows, they sell out.
you know what? I could see that. And you know what? That's true. A show could definitely limit him. And I mean, I really enjoy it. And I mean, could have been records. Those episodes are funny. I watched his reality show last season, and that was funny. You know what? I'm mad that I didn't bring it up this week, but next week I got a reality show question. I'm gonna introduce it to the fans next week. We're gonna talk about it because it's a good question, but I'm mad that I didn't post it this week. But with that being said, producer, let's jump into that lounge talk. Now, when I tapped in with my boy Playboy yesterday, he showed me a video, and he said, you gotta post this as one of the topics. With that being said, producer, drop the video.
Second tire in 5 days. It's the second tire I done blew the fuck up in 5 days. I wasn't driving fast. There wasn't even nobody around. And this shit happened in a parking lot. It was a pothole inside of the parking lot. Like, goddamn.
Now, Playboy, how did you happen to get a blowout tire in a parking lot?
No, see, it looked bad because it happened in Jersey, but it was 4 o'clock in the morning, so I just had to drive all the way home. That's why it looked all like. That's why it looked that bad. I had to drive all the way home. I had to. I didn't. It was 4 in the morning. I wasn't calling on AAA. I wasn't changing the tire. I wasn't pulling over. I had to go home. It was that simple.
See, what happened was, that's definitely what happened was. Thank God for Run Flex. Now, I'm not going to act holier than thou because I've actually drove from Philly to Virginia on thank God for Run Flex on a flat tire and just replaced it in the morning. And I live to talk about it.
No, Run Flats actually work, but the only thing about Run Flats is hard to replace them when you actually somewhere and you need to replace your Run Flats tire. I was in North Carolina and need to replace them. Could not replace them at all. That's the only problem with those.
Oh, they are definitely hard tires to get replaced because a lot of places not carrying that. It's definitely a pain in the ass.
But they're worth it though, for sure. If you're on the road, it's worth it.
For sure. Now, I can see that your April 1st was definitely April fooling. Now,
I ain't do nothing for April 1st. What I do? Talk to
no,
me.
I'm saying for that to happen to you on April Fool's.
I didn't even think about that. That's crazy. Maybe that was my April Fool's. I didn't even think about that. That was ridiculous though.
I mean, that's worse than the one I got. I was sitting there. I go lay on the couch. I'm like, all right, let me get a little bit extra sleep before I got to get up and start getting ready for work. My smoke detector goes off at 6 o'clock in the morning. I was like, are you serious? Is nothing burning? Now, I'm in a 1-bedroom apartment, so one smoke detector went off and the other smoke detector went off. So I'm sitting there. I know my neighbors got to be mad because it's loud. It's loud as shit for one. For two, it's dead quiet because it's 6 o'clock in the morning. So I hit the one smoke detector. I go in my bedroom. I turn the other one off. 20 minutes later, both of them motherfuckers went off again.
What?
Yeah. I was like, you know what? Fuck you and fuck you too. Now, in the spirit of April Fools, have you ever been hit with a good prank?
No.
What up, King Stokes?
I'm more the prankster. No, ain't nobody never get me yet.
You know, I used to hate in my younger years with the young women I dealt with to call me, oh, I'm pregnant. Oh, I'm pregnant. Oh, you pregnant. You found out on April 1st. Now, a comedian, I had told a joke a couple years ago, and I thought it was the funniest shit in the world. I said it to one girl, and I never got hit with that joke again. So the last time somebody texted me or called me and said, yeah, I'm pregnant. I said, well, congratulations. You're a single mother again. Never got hit with that joke ever again in life.
See, you drew.
Congratulations on being a single mother again.
She probably never told a joke again. She said, damn that.
My son hit me with a fake grandchild. Oh, Zaire, what up? But another funny one, I'll say one of the funniest ones, but it wasn't funny, is my daughter mom calls me one day. Now I'm tired as shit. At the time, I was in the National Guard, and you have a 2-week summer obligation that you have to do. So I had went to work on this program. I had been there all day. It's in Maryland, so I had to fight to get back to Virginia from Maryland.
Yeah.
I come in, I'm tired. I loosen my boots up. I lay on the couch. My daughter mom calls me. She was like, Aunt, you got to come get your daughter. I'm like, what happened? She was like, I came in the house and it was a little boy sitting here. I said, what? So I'm on FaceTime. I'm looking at my daughter. I'm like, yo. And she shows me the little boy sitting on the couch. I said,
What?
yo. Put her on the phone. So my daughter was like, what? I said, first of all, you know not to ever play with me like that. Yo, what you doing with a little boy in the house? She was like, I mean, I wanted him to come over and my mom didn't answer. I said, yo, what are you doing with a little boy in the house without your mom being around? She was like, I don't understand the problem. I said, why would you disrespect your mom's house like that? She said, it's my house too. I said, what? She said, it's my house too. I got up. I put my boots back on. I hung up the phone. I was like, all right, it's 6 o'clock now. If I get back to Philly right now, it's going to be about 8:30, 9 o'clock. I could do that. Just bring another uniform, change in the morning, and go back to work. Her mother calls me back laughing. And I'm like, what? I don't understand what the fuck is so funny. She was like, it's a prank. If I said, for one, I got a crazy adrenaline rush right now. I'm ready to smack the shit out of both of y'all because it is not funny. She was like, you should have saw your face. Your face was so hilarious. This not funny, y'all.
At all.
I was definitely coming to fuck everybody up. And tell the young boy to get his mom, his dad, his mom boyfriend and stuff. Pop, I don't care. Y'all always about to line it the fuck up. Don't play with me like that. And they thought it was the funniest shit in the world.
Only because they was already into it. But my daughter did call me yesterday, but it didn't work because she don't talk to me like that. She called me, was like, I just talked to mom and I'm just wanted to tell you, you and her keep my name out your mouth. And I said, huh? She said, you and mom keep my name out your mouth. I said, okay. She said, I'm just gonna try it on mom. I said, yeah, because daughter, like, you're clearly joking. Like, yeah, like you're clearly joking. Like, it ain't gonna work on me. Like, you don't even talk to me like that. Like, girl, you're clearly joking. So her April Fool, it ain't work. It didn't work with me. Like you know, we don't talk like that, girl. Stop it.
Yo, shout out to Zaira Gang. Sometimes I think she be oversharing on on Instagram and Facebook, but that's another story. She shared an argument in her story that her and her daughter were having, and her daughter called her. I don't know if they were playing or not. I just know it was funny. And her daughter was like, keep my name out your mouth. I'm not playing, keep my name out your mouth. She said, I gave you that name. I say that again.
It's probably the same prank my daughter just did yesterday. It's probably the same prank.
She told her daughter, I gave you that name. Don't play with me. I thought that was the funniest shit in the world. But with that being said, I got an interesting lounge talk topic for you this evening. Hey. So I was watching the Joe Budden podcast the other day, and they was talking about people's rating scale. So rating a woman from 1 to 10. So it went down an interesting path. Interesting enough that I was like, you know what? Playboy would be a good person to have this conversation with. Now, when you see a girl and you rating her from 1 to 10, what are the qualifying factors that goes into your rating scale?
Well, right off the bat, and not try to be funny, teeth, hands, face, and feet.
Okay.
If she got shoes on, then teeth, hands, face. I'm going to see that regardless. Like you can, that's straight off the bat.
Wait, Scooty, I knew he was going to say feet. we knew he was going to say feet. Now, when I look at women, I think that I give them a 1 to 5 alone off of looks. Now, you might be if you bad, you're gonna get a 5 off of the looks. You all right, you're gonna get a 4 off the looks. Now, where I deal with the other points on my scale is your personality, because I done seen some real cute chicks with shitty personalities, and a shitty personality alone will drop you in my book.
I mean, shit, that
I
means more than the looks, especially at this stage. You can be the baddest in the world. I can't deal with no shitty personality at all. Like I told you from the beginning, I like them to be silly. Like, I can't deal with no shitty personality.
For sure, a shitty personality. Also, your lifestyle choices. I've dealt with women that were pretty and just didn't have shit going for them. That drops you in points on my scale.
Yeah, I got a lot of those.
And
I mean, I know a lot of those. Apologize.
I know I've been in relationships with some where I used to like projects where I could I
We all did.
I used to have some Build-A-Bear projects that didn't work out for me.
Women
But
do it too. It's crazy. But that means we actually like the person though. We if we can change 2 things, they'll be perfect. But then it don't work.
I'm definitely a person where I definitely try to build the person up that I'm dealing with. Now, if she's already at an established level, at that point, let's build each other up. But I definitely have dealt with a lot of women where it was art projects.
You was doing the building.
I was doing the building. But another thing that I've noticed lately is people you may know on like social media. When I get bored, I'll scroll through people you may know, and if she cute, I'll click on it. Nothing grinds my gears more than a shorty you see it. I'm like, all right, she look cute, so she got the 5 off the bat. I click on her page, and her cover picture is 5 kids. Fuck no.
I like
Fuck.
it. You know why? Women hide their children. I like women that post their children, and women that do that, they basically trying to let you know they don't want to go through I got 4 kids. You see them, they right here on the page. So I like women that post their children. I don't like women that. What about the girl who don't have that in her bio, but then when you get to like her, she got 5 kids, and now you like, oh Lord.
I'm not dealing with it, straight up.
No, I ain't say deal with it. I'm just saying I'm not doing it either.
Listen, I love the kids.
Love the kids.
3 is my max. I remember I was talking to this girl, and I mean, she is bad. We sitting there, we vibing, and my homegirl that we was at her crib, she know how I am. So she just looking at me like, all right, then. So I'm like, yo, how many kids you got? She was like 5. I said, 5 what? 5? And then she turned right back around and had twins. Good Lord.
What's the most you ever dated?
4. 4, and I mean, I can honestly say that the 4 kids, I really respected her because of the way she maneuvered with the 4 kids. She had 3, and
a respectful mom. That's it looks good. Like we love that.
Yeah, I mean, she had 3 by this one dude. They was together since they was like teenagers. We had stopped dating, and when we had started talking again, she had another kid. But I always respected the fact that her kids never were an issue in our relationship. She always like, you know what, Aunt, hold on, I'm helping the kids with the homework right now, and I'll call you back. She called me back, yo, I just put the kids down, this, that, and third. We talk. If I came over, it'd be after the kids was like off with their dads, or the kids would be like down for the night. We just chill. I go about my way. leave before the kids wake up. But the kids were never an issue, and her kids were always properly cared for. That's the one thing I really, really respect.
Yeah, she was hard.
Rel, you funny as shit for that.
Go
And
down
I
the-
can't say on camera why that's funny, but you funny as shit for that. Now, the second part of that question is, have you ever seen somebody just based off of your rating scale, have you ever seen somebody that you would consider a 2 or a 3?
Yeah, we both know her.
I almost spit my wine all over this camera.
She's definitely a 1 or a 2.
Whoa. Audience, if you could have been a fly on the wall for the conversation that we had after the last podcast, because good Lord, I'm glad he didn't say that on camera. But you know what? That's fair enough. I definitely act
Do you
like you
agree?
don't. Yeah. I mean, she had a little body, so that could.
Yeah, the butt give it a 2.
I give her a 3.
Do you the butt give it a 3? All right, he gave
I
it
give
a 3.
her a 3.
No, she a 2 for sure. The butt give it a 2 for sure. Listen, you know why you give her a 3? You know why you give her a 3?
Why?
You ain't see her against this day.
Jesus Christ!
Wait till you see her again. You'll give her a 1 or a 2.
Oh, this is going to make for an interesting in-person lounge talk because woo! Now, based off of your rating scale, do you consider a 7 mid?
No, mid is when you say mid, like you don't mean average, do you?
Yeah, just average.
Like mid in when I say mid, that's like a shot. Like she mid. That mean like that's not a compliment.
I don't think what up, comedian Tay Boogie? Right now, we talking about your rating scale. How do you rate women 1 to 10? What are some of the qualities that you think about or you put into your rating scale? But no, when I say a woman is mid, I don't necessarily mean that she a
You think
duck. I
average,
don't.
right? Average.
I just average.
Yeah,
But
average is 7. 7 is 7. 6, 7. That's average.
you know, I was listening to them talk, and they were saying that they consider this one guy was like a 7 is mid, and it got into a huge debate because the guy's like a 7 is kind of high. And for me, a 7 is a little above average in my book. I say a little above average because I've never met a 10. I don't think 10s truly exist. To be beautiful, great personality, have all your shit together, no daddy issues, no mental issues is a hard find
If we
in my
talking
book.
straight looks, I know some 10s, but altogether a woman, no. But I didn't met some 10s straight looks.
I ain't met
especially some high 9s. I know some 9s.
I know. I'm gonna say that.
Oh, Scooty said put some respect on her name.
Scooty, go ahead with yourself, because
Go
I've
ahead,
never even looked at you like that. We've always been cool, literally since the first moment I met you.
That mean
But
she ain't fine. You have fine friends.
I just don't be looking at them
I
like
can see it
that
on your
because
face. You like,
when I look at my
nah,
friends,
that's
like,
not. You like, that's my like.
I mean, Scooty, you put your hands on people that drop you 2 points in my book anyway. But it's a 10. A 10 is a motherfucking 10. Actually, Matt, you know who that is. She was in Japan with us. But I think that like every really pretty girl I've ever met in my life always had some kind of like issues that it's like now your issues kind of made you drop a little bit because you
Literally
fine as
all of
hell.
them. Literally every pretty one had issues. I done got to the point where I've been like this for like the last 5, 6, 7 years. I definitely take a average, smart, clean, beautiful woman over these pretty bad bitches. It come with too much bullshit.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yo, outside.
One of my friends checked me recently. We was having a argument, and she was like, "You only got one real baddie on your record. Everything else is mid." And I was like, "My chest."
You got that reality check to hit you with what?
My chest. I was like, "What about such and such?" She was like, "Mid." I was like, "But what about her?" She was like, "Mid." I was like, now I let her get that off because her person was in our presence. But I was like, "Girl, I ain't seen you in the. We both like girls. All your girls look like what's them call them off of what was that show on Fox? The Lions.
The Lions.
The Lions. I forget the family that was in the business. Or what was All American? The girl that's from Philly. The Bush Jones. What'd you say?
The elementary show?
No, American, All American, the one where the bull is in college and he football
I don't remember
player.
that at all.
Oh man, Empire was the show I was talking about. The one chick from Philly that was on that show. But I'm like, all your shorties look like rough butchers.
Shit, prayers to him. I just seen him a little while ago.
Who?
What you call from Empire, man? You know he down bad.
Oh yeah, you know what? Definitely prayers out to him. The industry is not for everybody, and I mean, from what I know, bulldagger is one of my favorite words to say. I love the word. It's just such a funny word. But yeah, definitely he down bad. Prayers out to him. I hope he gets it together. But this was a good one. This was a good one. Yeah, the rapper fake tough chick. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This was definitely a good topic. I knew that you was definitely going to be able to smoke this topic because I'm like, yo, this is a topic. I thought it was going to be simple, but when I thought about all the rabbit holes with like how you think of how you make your qualifications or who's the 2-3 you ever came across a 2-3 or is it 7 mid? I knew that you was going to smoke this topic, but
come on, man. And I'm friends with the ladies. That's my thing. I don't be trying to. You could be the best. I don't be trying to date women. I really be trying to be friends with ladies. That's my little kicker. Like only women I really date is the women that only date women that want to date me. I don't be pursuing women. I'd rather be friends with everybody.
Macaroni.
No, not on some pimping stuff. Like on some, you might like somebody. You might want to get to know them. You're gonna try to get to know them.
Right.
I stopped doing that.
Okay.
I just want to be your friend. If a woman wants you, she gonna want you.
That's true. They definitely. I've been told they definitely know when they want you or when they gonna have sex way before we do.
To make them like you more, but if they want you, they gonna want you.
Okay, write that down. Gonna start just being friends with them and see.
I made a mistake. I say I know a lot of them.
Got it. Got it. I see what you're doing. Okay, but producer. With that being said, let's jump into that spotlight. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the presence of one of the best promoters in the city.
Hey.
I don't think I've been to a whack event that he's thrown yet. What you got going down this weekend, Playboy?
Same spot as you in the same spot every weekend. Ladies free before 10 o'clock. $3 shots. All my events is for people to have fun and save money. That's all it's about. You can come out with $30. Come out, have fun. You come out with $20. Come out, have fun. If you really want to test your limits, you can come outside with $9 and come to Cheers on the weekend and have fun.
Why the fuck when I check my receipts or my bank account on Monday, All my shit say 150. God damn, how many $3 shots did I buy?
Listen, stop using your card. Go to the ATM, take out $20 and stretch that $20, okay?
Listen. King Stokes definitely come to the city this summer. Scooty, I know you're gonna be here this summer. We're gonna have a time. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually going to say that again.
I said Scooty must be cute. That's your friend, right?
She alright. What Martin say? She alright.
Scooty keep talking heavy. She must be a little
that's my dog. Love my sis. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually going to be at Cheers this Friday. So you want to come have an improv meet?
We got a lot of birthdays.
Listen,
our birthdays this Friday too. It's gonna be a vibe.
Listen, I'll be signing titties, taking pictures. Listen, I'll be there live and in the flesh. Depending on what time you get there, I might not be alive. It's up to you, whatever time you gonna get there.
Through the whole night, Ant. That's all I'm gonna say on here. I ain't gonna say too much. We need you through the whole. We don't need 2 hours to end.
Listen, shots come at you fast. But I'm gonna be alive all night.
We need you all night.
Listen, I'm gonna be alive all night, inshallah. But Playboy, any last words for the good people?
No, shout out to Scooty. That's all for the night.
Appreciate you coming through again, back to back, good brother. I will see you tomorrow, and just know anytime you want to come back through, listen.
Oh, if you anybody on here, shots is on me. If you on here and you come to Cheers and you know Ant, shots is on me. Ant, no, I'm not lying. If you know Ant, shots is on me.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a dangerous ass, because he is not playing. It's been times where I turn around and I'm like, dog, another one?
I didn't get you shots before you even walked in. Before you
I felt like Ray J when he sat down on Funny Marco show. God damn, can I sit down? I can't even catch my fucking breath.
You ain't about to drink on the table. I don't drink. I just make sure the crowd is good, man.
I appreciate it, but see you tomorrow night, Playboy.
We outside, bro. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you coming through as well. Ladies and gentlemen, appreciate y'all coming through. As always, another good show. Y'all know how I like to end every show. Live every day like it's your last, but make sure you are prepared for tomorrow. God bless and good night.
Everybody at my house, but it's Crip style. Watch how I get about my house, y'all. Get out. Get the fuck up my house, nigga. Get the fuck up in my house, nigga. Get the fuck up on my house, nigga. Nigga, quick, come. Get the fuck up on my house, nigga. Huh?